Picture this: you wake up, decide today is the day you quit smoking for good, and toss your last pack of cigarettes in the trash. But as the hours pass, those cravings start creeping in. The urge to light up feels almost unbearable. If you've ever tried to quit smoking, you know how tough that moment is. But here's the good news: you don't have to face it alone. Right now, there's a tool within arm's reach that can help you combat those cravings before they take over. It's simple, effective, and it's called a nicotine patch. Quitting smoking is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it's also one of the most important. And, contrary to what some people think, you don't have to wait to start using nicotine patches. In fact, you can slap one on as soon as you decide to quit smoking. Today, we'll dive into everything you need to know about nicotine patches, how they work, how to use them, and what to expect when you begin your journey to quit smoking for good. Why is quitting so hard? Let's talk about why quitting smoking feels like climbing Mount Everest. It's because of nicotine, an addictive substance that gives your brain a quick hit of pleasure. But here's the catch: that high fades fast, and soon your brain craves more. Over time, this cycle turns into an addiction, making it nearly impossible to stop without a fight. That's why many people try to quit, only to find themselves lighting up again. But what if there was a way to break that cycle? What if you could reduce those cravings and withdrawal symptoms, helping your brain adjust to life without cigarettes? That's where nicotine replacement therapy, or NRT, comes in. Nicotine patches, the most popular form of NRT, allow you to gradually step down your nicotine intake, making the quitting process more manageable. How do nicotine patches work? So, what's the deal with nicotine patches? Let's get into it. A nicotine patch works by delivering a controlled amount of nicotine through your skin, straight into your bloodstream. This nicotine isn't the bad guy in itself. It's the other toxic chemicals in cigarettes, like tar and carbon monoxide, that cause most of the harm. The patch helps keep your brain satisfied without exposing your body to all the dangerous stuff that comes with smoking. But unlike cigarettes, which give you a fast and intense hit of nicotine, patches release it slowly over 24 hours. That's the key difference. It's like trading a roller coaster for a smooth, steady ride. No crazy highs, no crashing lows, just a constant stream of nicotine to keep cravings in check. How to use nicotine patches correctly. Now, let's talk about how to use a nicotine patch the right way. Because, let's be honest, if you don't use it properly, you won't get the benefits. First, make sure you apply the patch on clean, dry skin that's free of hair. This helps the patch stick better and ensures that the nicotine is absorbed properly. A common choice is the upper arm, but you can also place it on your back or chest. Just remember, don't stick the patch on the same spot more than once a week. Repeated use in the same area can irritate your skin. Wear the patch for 24 hours, and yes, you can keep it on while showering or bathing. However, if you notice any unusual side effects like dizziness, a racing heart, or nausea, it might mean your nicotine dose is too high. In that case, it's important to talk to your doctor. Oh, and if sleep problems arise while using a 24-hour patch, don't panic. You can switch to a 16-hour patch, which is only worn during the day, allowing you to sleep more peacefully at night. The step-down process. Nicotine patches come in different strengths, typically starting at 15 to 22 milligrams for those who smoke more than 10 cigarettes a day. After several weeks of using the full-strength patch, you'll step down to a weaker dose, around 5 to 14 milligrams, for another few weeks. This step-down process helps you wean yourself off nicotine gradually. It's important to remember that the goal isn't to quit nicotine cold turkey, it's to help your body slowly adjust to life without cigarettes. The American Cancer Society even mentions that if using a nicotine patch for longer than the recommended 3 to 5 months helps keep you smoke-free, that's perfectly fine. It's a better option than relapsing into smoking. What about side effects? You might be wondering, are there any downsides to nicotine patches? While they are generally safe and effective, a few side effects can pop up. The most common are skin irritation, headaches, dizziness, or a racing heart. And if you start having strange dreams while using a 24-hour patch, you're not alone. That's a pretty normal side effect. If any of these symptoms get too uncomfortable, you may need to switch to a lower dose patch or speak with your doctor. But keep in mind that these side effects are often short-lived, and they usually pale in comparison to the risks of smoking. Why not smoke while wearing a patch? One crucial warning: never smoke or use any form of tobacco while wearing a nicotine patch. Doing so can lead to a nicotine overdose, which is dangerous. Symptoms of overdose include severe dizziness, nausea, and an irregular heartbeat. So, it's really important to stick to the plan and follow the instructions carefully. Other nicotine replacement options. Nicotine patches aren't the only game in town. There are other forms of nicotine replacement therapy available over the counter, like nicotine gum and lozenges. Prescription options include nicotine sprays and inhalers, as well as medications like varenicline tartrate and bupropion hydrochloride, which don't contain nicotine but help reduce cravings. There's even an FDA-approved device that uses transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, as a short-term aid for quitting smoking. It's a lot to take in, but the bottom line is, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. What matters is finding the option that works best for you. Frequently asked questions. Let's quickly answer some common questions people have about nicotine patches. How long does a nicotine patch take to work? While a cigarette delivers nicotine to your brain in seconds, patches work more gradually over several hours. It's a slower but steadier form of relief. How long does a nicotine patch last? Most patches last for 24 hours, but some people prefer using a 16-hour patch, especially if they're prone to sleep disturbances. What's the best time to put on a patch? Experts recommend putting on a new patch every morning after you shower. This ensures the patch sticks properly and releases nicotine steadily throughout the day. How many cigarettes does a 21 mg patch equal? According to the CDC, if you smoke more than 10 cigarettes a day, a 21 mg patch might be the right starting point. Final thoughts. Quitting smoking is tough, but it's a journey worth taking. Nicotine patches, along with other forms of NRT, offer a valuable lifeline in this fight. They help reduce cravings and make the transition to a smoke-free life more manageable. It's important to remember that you don't have to wait. Start using nicotine replacement as soon as you quit smoking. Follow the steps, pay attention to your body, and, when in doubt, talk to your healthcare provider. Most importantly, know that every day you choose not to smoke is a victory. And with tools like nicotine patches, those victories become a little bit easier.